Yes, it's me, Market Vendor here again today. Well, listen, today I'm in a little bit of a somber mood, you understand? Because I was just in St. Lucia and talking to a lot of my friends down there about a young man named Botham. I don't know how many of you all know that story or been following it. But this young man, by all accounts, was a model young man from St. Lucia, living in Texas, minding his own business, God-fearing guy, loved going to church, helped people. All of the colleagues that he worked with, was rising as a star in the KPMG empire in Texas. By all accounts, a model human being. Sitting down in his house one evening, a off-duty police officer living in the same complex claimed that she mistook his house for her house. Never mind, his house has a red carpet leading up to it, and hers does not. Never mind that her key did not fit in the door, and that she was bullied at the door. Claimed that he was sitting down in the house in darkness, and therefore she did not recognize it, even though he opened the door for her, shot the young man in his chest, and claimed that it was a case of mistaken identity. Now I would ask myself this here. He was a police officer. Aren't police officers trained to recognize their environment? Wouldn't a police officer know automatically whether it's your house or not? Would a police officer not turn on a light? Isn't that what, Crispy? When you go in your house and it's dark at night, what's the first thing you would do?
Turn on the light.
You would turn on the light, right? The story get changed all the time because at first the city door was open. Like if a black man in the United States of America would be sitting down in his house in darkness at 8 o'clock in the night and leave the door unlocked. That don't happen nowhere. You understand? She mistook it for hers. When you go inside, you didn't turn on the light. You didn't see that the furniture is separated or shaped out differently. And you can't see, but you could yet still see to shoot a black man in the dark. You understand? And kill him one time. Look, let me tell you something. A lot of people are talking about it. And no, on top of all of that, they're seeking to victimize the young man by trying to smirch his reputation and his character by now coming and claiming that they found marijuana in his house. What has marijuana in his house, even if it was there, got to do with the fact that the man was in his house minding his business and the police officer entered without probable cause, without a warrant, without any necessity to come into the man's place? It seemed to me like you're trying to victimize the young man a second time. After all, he lost his life. Shouldn't you be searching her house rather than his house? And we know how things get planned in the United States of America. Did you have a search warrant? What was the probable cause? Why would you be searching his apartment after one of your colleagues shoot and kill the young man? That is incomprehensible. It is off the charts. It is totally unacceptable. I hear the Prime Minister of St. Lucia, raising his voice. He went up to Texas to be with the family and claimed that he said straight he did not pull any punches at all. So we need to raise the voices across the Caribbean. Don't let it only be Mr. Alan Chasseneur. We want to hear other voices across the Caribbean. We want to hear the CARICOM speaking out on these matters, because this was, from all accounts, a model young Caribbean citizen who lost his life unfairly, and there got to be justice for Botham somewhere in the world. You see me, Market Vendor? I raise my voice for it. I hope you're going to do the same thing too as well. Market Vendor gone for now. Have a blessed and a wonderful day. You hear?